Big story of the day. This is a 2 News exclusive. A well-known rapper is back in Utah after serving prison time on a federal gun charge.
Yeah, some people can't help but notice NBA Youngboy in the Olympus Cove area. Brian Malahy knows that firsthand from today.
That's right, Brian Malahy is live there now. So what's changed in the neighborhood?
Well, imagine if a celebrity moved down the street from you, a celebrity who's a rapper with raw lyrics and someone with a criminal past. Well, here at the gate to Youngboy's property, neighbors have spotted armed security guards dressed in black, wearing ski masks, sometimes carrying long guns. Youngboy, whose real name is Kentrell Galden, here in a Utah courtroom last year, accused of prescription drug fraud in which he paid a $25,000 fine. He was also sentenced to prison for having a gun as a felon.
There was a guy by the gate, private gate, and he was like a really young guy.
On Monday, Suman Singh says Unified Police surrounded that person. UPD says it was responding to a trespassing call.
There were 4 or 5 police car.
A lot of people in this neighborhood walk their dogs down the street.
Neighbor Judy Zone brought me beyond the gate where she insists the road is public.
I was stopped by 2 guys with bulletproof vests and security, uniforms all in black. And one of them had an AK strapped to his chest. And
the home owned by Galden is watched by guards.
So it's introduced this level of anxiety.
A hard edge in contrast to Zone's impression of meeting Youngboy in person.
What'd you think of him?
He's actually a very nice young man.
UPD says the guards can carry and their permits for security here are in order. Live in Olympus Cove, Brian Malahy, KUTV 2 News.
So as y'all can see, the news was reporting it. Real news source. But bruh, this dude might got like the oddest neighbors ever. Check this out. Exclusive, baby.
Upscale neighborhood, Olympus Cove in Mill Creek. And actually, we knew of this as where he lived before living in Huntsville. So yesterday, a resident of this area posted on the Nextdoor app used for neighbors to communicate, asking really if anyone else saw 2 private security guards with AR-15s chasing someone down Abenati Road. Judy Zone, who lives nearby, responded. Hello, everybody. Yes, Youngboy is back at the end of Abenati. He has 2 armed security guards, this time 2 20-somethings, who stopped me from walking my dog. Please note, I've called the police. Unfortunately, this is an open carry state, and these testosterone-fueled kids can feel proud walking the streets of our quiet neighborhood. Well, we met with Judy today to see if this is something this luxury neighborhood has experienced before.
It's very scary to have people with AKs strapped to their chests wandering around your neighborhood. I have lived in Utah for 50 years, and I've never encountered anyone visibly armed. So that's the first scary part. We live in a really quiet place. Everybody's very friendly. So it's introduced this level of anxiety, because if someone starts shooting, basically an automatic weapon, you just don't know where those bullets are going to land. I was stopped by 2 guys with bulletproof vests and security, uniforms all in black. And one of them had an AK strapped to his chest. And, it happened kind of last year right before Kentrell went to prison. And so I had called the cops then. I'm not the only one in the neighborhood, but it happened again. So I just said, you guys can't do this. I know you can't do this. So I just called 911.
Well, Judy's right. Utah's an open carry state. NBA Youngboy is a successful and popular rapper. Gets tons and tons and tons of views on his videos. A celebrity, he really could use the extra protection here. He is quite well known, especially if you listen to his music, you would know. According to Utah Highway Patrol, the permits the guards have are up to date and in order, begging the question, is this safe for the rest of the neighborhood? Judy says her neighborhood is quiet and secluded, which added to the shock value of the incident. She also did not know he was back living in this home.
Hey, yo, you, can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do, you're helping unbiased, independent news.
That's a lot. And then, this is just a public access road. The people who live here have to hire, I know the guy who snow plows this road because the city doesn't plow it. Okay, so that's part of it. And then, it's like 5 or 6 houses on this street. So basically, a lot of people in this neighborhood walk their dogs down the street because it's just flat and convenient. And if you walk in the cove, it's up and down, up and down. So most people like to just, have a little stroll with their dog in the morning or the evening. And no one has ever said anything. And
so you were surprised by this on Saturday.
Well, I was, because I didn't know he was back. I didn't know that Kentrell is back. So I think I'm going to bake him some cookies and bring over because we had such a nice chat after his dog.
You thought he was a nice guy.
He's a very sweet kid. I mean, he's really young. This is a very young person. Very, very young person. Very kind. He called me ma'am. I told him I've never listened to his music. He said, I don't recommend it. That's
He
what he
said that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said, ma'am, I don't recommend it. He has a southern accent.
Why?
Well, Judy, I have listened to the music after we realized Mr. Youngboy was here, and I can tell you it is quite violent, and he does use a lot of weapons in his music video, flashes the cash, that sort of thing. Well, if Youngboy doesn't want the cookies, I'll take them.
Let me say this too, for people who don't understand or don't know. NBA Youngboy ain't a snitch. He actually, fortunately, is a person with money and good luck, because there was a story I had dropped on Twitter last year that put a hindrance in that Baton Rouge federal gun charge case. Check this out real quick.
NBA Youngboy.
The allegations date back to 2020 when BRPD officers swarmed an abandoned lot on Chippewa Street where the rapper and a dozen other men were recording a music video. In police documents obtained by the WAPI team, one of the men taken off the lot was the suspect who was allegedly beaten by an officer and threatened with a taser. The alleged misconduct led to the arrest of 4 officers and is part of an ongoing federal investigation surrounding the disbanded street crimes unit. A whistleblower told top leaders at BRPD of the incident and alleged cover-up in August of last year. As for NBA Youngboy, he was searched separately and was later indicted on a number of charges. A judge is now considering revoking his bond after he was arrested for prescription drug fraud. Baton Rouge police declined to comment.
So let's understand this, right? And I'm just gonna make sure to make this as easy as possible. When you see people like Famous Richard saying NBA Youngboy is a snitch, don't know he beat his Fed case, didn't even know about that situation right there, and they have no money, they begging. Yeah, logic defies them, because they're not in positions, and they're definitely not people of fortunate circumstance. NBA Youngboy, for whatever reason, is a lucky cat. Just is. Your homies get beat by the same officers that are picking up the evidence against you. Yeah, that's where a lot of that fruit of the poisonous tree stuff came from that knocked that out the park. So when anybody's calling NBA Youngboy a snitch, they don't know how to read, or they literally are just stupid. It just is what it is. You cannot be that dumb. We already see what happened with Youngboy when he literally beat the Chargers in California.
Everybody shut up! Just hold the camera up. Go live.
We lied! We lied! We lied! Okay, what you gotta say?
The United States of America versus Kentrell Golden.
Kentrell.
AKA Lil Top. AKA Live.
NBA, quick question for you, man. Before this trial started, what did you think about your chances of getting the jury to return a not guilty verdict?
I ain't thinking nothing. I want to know what my lawyers told me. Shit. I was unsure the whole time, though.
And so you were unsure, and then during the trial, after you saw the evidence come in and the witnesses, did your viewpoint on whether the jury was going to return a guilty or not guilty change at any point during the trial?
I had some strong. I had a confident feeling about some things inside my heart, but shit.
Let me ask you this: trial is tough. What songs? What?
Now. Let's really break this all down, right? Certain people learn from a couple of reasons. You get trauma, which you don't want it to happen to anybody else, so you do your best at stopping things like that. Like, that's the arc of the superhero is, oh, something happened to them and they don't want it to happen to anybody else, so they play protector. That's one of the things. The other is your consequences has placed you in such bad situations that you literally have to go, yeah, nah, I'm gonna stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that one, because if I don't stop doing that one, it's gonna get worse. Or age. There's just certain things in life that age is gonna teach you that no matter beatings, no matter prison sentencings, no matter family members, no matter counseling sessions, no matter any of that stuff, it doesn't matter. Age is just going to make you a sagacious individual. And that's what I'm assuming is going to have to happen to NBA Youngboy, because he ain't really faced no real time where he had to sit it down for a while and really reflect and really get to miss things. Brett just basically took a little vacation. He did a couple of months in the feds. Just a couple of months. And then, 2 weeks in the halfway house? Drew feeling everybody. Yeah. Drew feeling everybody. That's what that is, man. That's what a billion-dollar lawyer look like. It is what it is, man. But as far as what NBA Youngboy needs to do, he got to go on an epic tour run. And now the craziest part about it all is all the people who went against him, who try to blackball him out the industry, the Drakes, the Lil Durks, the Lil Babies, who else was on his heels? It's a bunch of people that wasn't rocking with him. Even J. Cole, shit, fuck him. You have all those powerhouses against this one person. NBA Youngboy is basically Dr. Pepper. You get what I mean? So you have all these people that's against him, and he's still doing his thing. He's still, he ain't really charting, but because they do weirdo stuff. But as far as success goes, this is a generational run that you ain't never gonna see again. This is the equivalent to what Drake looked like when he started out, for the youngins who don't understand how significant NBA Youngboy is. Now, with that being said, he got to go on tour. He got to get back out there with the people. There's only so many music videos and so many albums that he could put out. He has to get back to the people. But my question is this: can he and will he ever value his position in life? Because I've not seen anything that will point towards him to say, you know what, bruh? Let's go ahead and make the most of this and get the people what they want, and I'm gonna be the person that I need to be to see it all through. See, it's a give and it's an exchange for this stuff. You have to give and give and take, pardon me. It's a give and take with this. In order for him to be the person that he needs to get to the next level, he has to become somebody he hasn't been at all. It's a lot of controversy and BS that was involved with him, and you can literally see it. The feds like this stuff going on. The police like this stuff going on. They wanted all of this shit to go on. Why? It keeps them relevant, keeps them employed, and allows them to spread misinformation, and allows them to push and paint whatever illustration they want. And it stops everybody as far as money goes. If your money is getting shortened up, there you go. But fortunately for us, we have more access and ways to get money than people even know. And I'm talking about you individualistically. If you got good at something on social media, you can monetize it. Just is what it is. But man, blessings to him. Like I tell you, I only wish the penitentiary, and I don't give a damn who say what, women, beaters, child beaters, beaters of old people, and people who whoop on people who can't defend themselves. I don't rock with bullies and thieves. I hate thieves. And when I say whoop on them, I mean touching them, taking it, and all that stuff. So if you ain't one of those, then it is what it is. Other than that, I do wish jail on people. Chomos, all that. Yeah, hey, get them up out of here. It is what it is. But hey, man, if you can hit the like button like you like something, man, I'll catch you on the next one. Check out that Yak Gotti video, man. I'm assuming he gonna name his next album Rebirth because that's what he was talking about. Check that out right here. And then right here is the Real Life Street Stars interview. I'll catch you on the next one.